वक्रतुंड महाकाय सूर्यकोटि समप्रभा निर्विघ्नं कुरु मे देव सर्वकार्येषु सर्वदा। गुरुर्ब्रह्मा गुरुर्विष्णुः गुरुर्देवो महेश्वरः गुरुर्साक्षात् परब्रह्म तस्मै श्रीगुरवे नमः। सरस्वती नमस्तुभ्यं वरदे कामरूपिणी विद्यारम्भं करिष्यामि सिद्धिर्भवतु मे सदा। Let's get ready for the puja.
Can we start?
Yes, please.
If you can focus on the image, I just want to explain a few things before the video.
His image, Hema.
Your image.
Video, altar.
Altar.
You can spotlight the altar.
Yeah, I spotlighted it. I put spotlight on it.
But we are only seeing the gallery. Huh.
No?
I
Yeah.
think individually people can click in.
Individually, they have to click in, sir.
No.
Can you all see the altar? Everybody should give me a thumbs up. For me, it had enlarged, Satyanarayanji. So I think it's a personal window, right? So maybe we can't.
Okay. So you're already able to see the altar?
Yeah.
Yes.
Okay. I just want to explain a few things here before we start the puja. About how do you do preparation for the puja, right? That's an important thing because puja does not take too long. You know, it's a preparation that takes a little longer than the puja itself. I think first and foremost, you will need to have a statue or a picture of a deity. Here I have Adi Shankaracharya and Kanchi Brahmacharya. Two pictures I have, one idol and one statue, picture I have. And then basic things, lamp ready with ghee or gingerly oil with tiri, the wick, and then some flowers. And what I have kept is I have kept some, akshadas, chandanam, kumkumam, and vibhuti, everything here. And then, a small vessel with some water where you have to add, do achamanam and padyam and all that. Karpuram for arati, and if you have something for naivedya, we can also I have some fruits and tambulam and all that. Then other things are optional. So this is the basic thing. So what we'll do is we'll start with lighting a lamp. Anything auspicious we did, start with that. So there's a mantra for it. If you can scroll down, ma'am. Okay. All of you can start. If you already have the lamp on, you can ignore the step. Sorry. So while lighting this lamp, we should chant this mantra. Deepa Jyoti Param Brahma Deepa Jyotir Janardana Deepo Haratu Me Papam Deepa Jyotir Namostute. So if you finish lighting a lamp, we will move to the next step. All of you have lit the lamp? Okay. Now there are, this is a preparatory step. After like that, then you have to purify yourself. Achamanam is one way of purifying oneself. If you have a holy thread done, there's a different procedure. If you don't have a holy thread, all you have to do is take a small cup. The cup what you keep for deity should be different from the cup what you use personally for Achamanam. So you can, this is my personal Sandhyavandana cup. So you can pour a little bit of water in the palm. Okay, small few pellets of water. Then drink it. And while consuming it, you should not sip it. You should not lick it. You should actually drink it with your hands up. You should chant this mantra called Achyutaya Namaha. Om Achyutaya Namaha. Okay. The next mantra is Om Anantaya Namaha. It's like in a temple you do tirtha, you consume, you drink the tirtha, right? Same thing, similar to that. Om Govindaya Namaha. Then any puja, irrespective of deity, before you start any puja, you should start praying a prayer with Guru. This is a standard mantra for Guru Vandana. Gurur Brahma, Gurur Vishnu, Gurur Devo Maheshwara, Guru Sakshat Param Brahma Tasmai Shri Gurave Namah. Can pray Guru that this puja should be performed without any hindrance. Then next step is Vigneshwara Puja. Again, this is a very standard mantra. So you can imagine Lord Mahaganapati. Close your eyes. You can imagine Lord Mahaganapati in your heart, and then chant this mantra. While you chant this mantra, what you should do is you should do this 6 times on your temples. 6 times, okay? Shuklam Baradharam Vishnum Shashibharnam Chaturbhujam Prasannavadanam Dhyaye Sarva Vighnopashantaye. Okay. Next is before doing any puja, you have to purify yourself. When you say purify yourself, you're just purified using water, achamanam. Then you should also purify your breath. The reason why you should purify this, but when you breathe, inhale, exhale, and do pranayama, you tend to focus better, right? So this whole mantra purpose is that, and there is a proper process to it. But I'll just do that, and you can just watch it, right? Standard pranayama, so like this. So there's a Om Bhu Om Bhuvah Om Subah Om Mahah Om Janah Om Tapah Om Satyam Om Tatsaviturvarenyam Bhargo Devasya Dhimahi Dhiyo Yo Nah Prachodayat. Om Apo Jyoti Rasah Amrutam Brahma Bhuvasvaro. So the first part of mantra, when you do, you should inhale. The next part of mantra, you should hold the breath in your chest, and then when the Om Apo Jyoti Ra, you should exhale. Basically, it's inhale, hold, exhale. Rechakam, Purakam, Kumbhakam. So this is a process. People do it sometimes 10 times, 20 times, depending on their time. But this is purely for purificatory ritual. The next one. So next one is before, now that we have done, we have purified ourselves, we have taken bath, we've done achamanam, we've done pranayama. Now, next you should do sankalpa. Sankalpa is that you're doing pratigna, you're doing your determination. You're saying that I will do this puja, complete it successfully. Basically you're praying to God that, you should help me. And you're saying, Mamo Pata Samastha Durita Kshayadvara Shri Parameshwara Prityartham Deva Pujam Karishye. If you're doing a puja for any goddess deity, or if you're doing a puja for Guru, you should say Guru Pujam Karishye. Or if you know the specific name of the person, the Guru, you can say Shankaracharya Pujam Karishye, Adi Shankaracharya, or you can if you're, let's say you're praying Swami Dayananda Saraswati Satyam Pujam Karishye, you can say. So you can chant, you can say his name. So basically you're saying that you're declaring and making a sankalpa that you will do puja for your guru. Okay. Next one. Next is asana puja. Normally, now we have set up everything ready. Normally, you have to pray. Basically wherever you are sitting, you need to pray. There's called Purva. There are different types of asanas. Purmasana. It's a deep concept. But basically, we say wherever place you're sitting, asana is sitting is also very pure. You should pray for it. You should sprinkle water on the seat while chanting. So basically, you cannot watch me, but basically you can watch. Symbolically, you can just sprinkle water below your legs, right? Here we should say, Prithvi tvaya dhrita lokaha devi tvam vishnuna dhrita tvam cha dharayamam devi pavitram kuru chasanam. Basically, you're purifying the asana. Next, sorry, I forgot the bell. I'll go get the bell. 1 second. Sorry, 2 seconds. sorry. Extremely sorry about it.
Now, all the children, you can turn the camera so we can see your altars. Now we can see you, right? But we want to see what you have set up and where is the lamp and your guru photograph. Just turn the camera. Virat, I can see. Vishruta, can you also turn? Vedant, yes, the steps. Jayanandan, very beautiful. Anshit, okay. Yeah, so now and then you can show us your altar also. So we can see you do the puja. Vishruta, did we see your altar? Okay. Sai, okay, that's nice. Aditri? Okay, Satyanarayanji is back with the bell.
I'm sorry about it.
No problem.
Okay. So this is a mantra for. So you should while chanting, while you're ringing the bell, you should chant this mantra. Agamartam tu devanam, gamanartam tu rakshatam, ghantarabam, devata vanalanchanam. Okay. Next is Kalasa Puja. Kalasa Puja is basically, if you have a Kalasam, you can do the full Kalasa Puja. Otherwise, you can take a Panchapatra, small, you can do the small puja for Panchapatra. Can you scroll, ma'am? Here, you're invoking, you're invoking prayers in a way that all these sapta nadis, all the nadis are going to, you're praying that Ganga, Yamuna, Saraswati, Godavari, all the purified, all the holy rivers are going to get into this pot, right? So you should close with your right hand, you close the Panchapatra Kalasam or Kalasam and chant this mantra. Gange Chayamune Chaiva Godavari Saraswati Narmade Sindhu Kaveri Jalesmin Sannidhim Kuru. Basically, you are invoking all the holy rivers inside your Panchapatram. After doing that, you can also add a couple of leaves of tulasi inside the. So you're purifying. Basically, you want to use this water for all the puja purposes. Right. The next one is while the god is outside, it's also important that you know that basically yourself itself is you're no different. Yourself is no different from God, right? Basically, you're invoking God inside your body, inside your soul. So this is your puja for. You can fold your hands and chant. Deho devalayah proktah jivo devas sanatanah tyajet yajnana nirmalyam soham bhavena pujayet. So it's basically Atma Puja. You're praying your Atman. Okay. Next step. These are all optional preparatory steps. Okay, now the 16th step puja starts. Okay, now you're going to invoke the god. As I had discussed in the last the previous sessions. Basically, when you're praying, when you're doing puja at home or puja to Guru, puja to deity, it is as equivalent to inviting a guest and taking care of the guest. You're going to invite him, offer him a seat, give him some water to drink, wash his feet. These 16 steps are nothing but those, and then give him food, give him some cloth, make him, ask him to take bath. Basically, it's like, you're invoking God in your premises. Basically, you're invoking it. So first is avahanam. Avahanam means you're invocation. So you should visualize the form of deity. In your mind, you can say that, you can imagine that your Guru is walking inside your house. You're walking at a door. Is coming in. And then you can say that in this bimbam or chitrapatam, you're invoking Guru. You should imagine that he is sitting live there, right? Basically, Asmin bimbe Shri Devam Dhyayami. Or now, in this case, the context of Guru Puja, Asmin Puje Mama Gurum Dhyayami, Mama Gurum Avahayami. I'm imagining that my Guru is sitting right in front of me, and I'm invoking him. Basically, I'm welcoming him. Okay. Next step. This is a very simple step. All you have to say is once you can do bhavana. Since you already have set up the altar, you can just touch the feet of Guru and then say asanam samarpayami. Basically, you are offering him a seat too. So basically, you can touch the seat and his feet and this is asanam samarpayami. Okay. And once you offer the seat, what do you do next? You have to wash his feet. Now, obviously, with this deity, you can't wash his feet. So what you do, you should take 1 spoon or one dharni of water, and then as I said, you can also have one empty vessel ready. So take this vessel, take this water, show in front of Guru's legs, okay, like a bhavana, and then add the water in the cup. Okay, while you add, say Padhyam samarpayami. Got it? So you can take a udharni of water and then add in a cup. It's like a bhavana. It's equivalent to your washing your Guru's feet. Okay. Next one is after washing his feet, what we do? We have to wash his hands, right? So for washing his hands, similarly, arghyam samarpayami. The other option is you can show in front of his hands and then offer arghyam samarpayami. Okay. After that, after washing your feet and washing your hands, then first thing what you do when the guest arrives at the home, you offer them water. So that's your achamaniyam. Then take a udharni of water. Okay. Like a show, imagine that your Guru is you're offering water to Guru. Take it near the mouth of the Guru. Achamaniyam samarpayami, and add in the cup. Okay. So you have offered him water. Okay. Now, before meals, before offering something, somebody has come, very, very important person has come, your Guru has come, you have to offer him a sweet. If you don't have sweet, you can skip this, but it's just purely optional. I have got some jaggery. So I'm going to offer this jaggery to my Guru. Madhuparkam samarpayami. It could be anything. It could be sugar, it could be kalkand, whatever you have. Right. Now, next is you should offer him snanam. Now, how do you do? If you are in a temple, you can do abhishekam. You can chant mantras and all this. But here, in this limited thing, how do you do? All you have to do is take a couple of leaves of tulasi, right? Dip it in the water and say snanam samarpayami. Dip it in the water and then just sprinkle. Snanam samarpayami. Basically, it's like equivalent to bathing him. After snanam, you should come down, ma'am. Go on top, little bit on top. No, before that, 7. After snanam, again you should offer some water. Snananantaram, after snanam, after the bath, I offer you water for inner purification. Say, Snananantaram achamaniyam samarpayami. Okay. Now, next is vastram. If you have vastram, you can offer vastram. Otherwise, you can offer akshadas. So what I have done is I have kept 4 things ready. I have kept akshadas, I kept chandanam, I have kept kumkumam and vibhuti, all this in a small container. There are 2 options here. If you have a cloth, new cloth, you can offer him cloth. Or even if you have cloth, pick some akshadas, some grains of akshadas. Akshadas are nothing but the rice grains pasted with vermilion. So you can say this with this. Say vastram samarpayami. And if you don't have vastram, you can say vastrartham akshadan samarpayami. That is optional. And similarly, upavitam is your holy thread. If you have a holy thread, you can offer him. Otherwise, if you don't have a holy thread, you can say upavitartham akshadan samarpayami. Okay, or upavitam samarpayami if you have upavitam. These are all optional. Okay. Of course, the next is also optional. Abharanam samarpayami. In context of guru, it's basically you can offer him rudrakshamala, whatever. That could be the abharanam. So abharanam samarpaya, abharanartham akshadan samarpayami. Again, this is optional. Next one, 10th step. Now, you should offer him the chandanam, basically gandham. So what you should do is you should take the patram where you have kept gandham, add a little bit of water, a drop of water, do like this. Mix it a little bit. Take a small quantity in your ring finger. Basically, you should use a ring finger for this. And then say Gandham samarpayami. You can decorate in his forehead and feet if you want. Gandham samarpayami. On top of the chandanam, you can take one small quantity of kumkumam in the same ring finger and offer him Gandhasya upari, means on top of the chandanam. Gandhasyopari haritra churnam samarpayami. Okay. So you can keep a small paper, and if you want, we can wipe your hands. Okay. Next is after you offer gandham and kumkumam, next is you should offer flowers. 11. Now, if you have time, and if you know Guru Stotram, Guru Ashtotram, now we can chant Ashtotram. Or if you want to do very simply, you can simply say Pushpani samarpayami, offer at the feet of your Guru. Pushpani samarpayami, take some flowers and offer, and then put them in the feet of the. So you can also offer, do Ashtotra Sahasranama, 108 or 80, in with each with one flower. If you have optional, if you have time, and if you have resources, you can do that. Right. Next is once you offer pushpam, then the next is dhupam. Dhupam is incense sticks. 12th. Okay. Now I have already kept an incense stick. Okay. While you do this, there's a normal thing is you have to ring the bell. You should take the dhupam stick in your right hand. Take the bell in your left hand side Okay. While ringing the bell, rotate the dhupam stick, incense stick 3 times. Okay, 3 times or 6 times. Some people do 9 times. Dhupamadhrapayami. This is your dhupam step. Be careful when you're handling fire. Okay, some people have a separate deepam just for showing, but otherwise, if you really have a deepam, you can say next step is deepam sandarshayami. You can do bhavana. You can just take some flowers and say deepam sandarshayami. You can offer deepam. You can say that you can show the deepam to the God, to dear Guru. After dhupa deepam, you should offer achamanam. See, dhupa deepa anantaram, dhupa deepa anantaram, achamaniyam samarpayami. So achamaniyam is what? Achamaniyam is offering water for drinking. So basically, you should have a bhavana of your Guru drinking water. Take in front of his mouth. Achamaniyam samarpayami. Yeah. Okay. Next is Naivedyam. Okay, there is a very exhaustive process for Naivedyam. This is a very simple, whatever has been given is a very simple process, right? So if you don't have Naivedyam, it's fine. I think you can, you can skip it, or if you have, or you can use a jaggery instead of using a madhuparkam, or if you have a kalkand or you have any sweet, even some people have this ready-made thing. So you can just keep it and offer in something, or some banana. I have kept some banana for him, right? So there's a detailed mantra for Naivedyam, but what has been given here is slightly simple. You can say, you can pour water, udharni of water in your palm, okay, inside one, then Om Bhur Bhavasvaha Tatsavitur Varehenyam Bhargo Devasya Dhimahi Dhiyo Yonah Prachodayat. You should sprinkle. Okay. Now, basically, you're offering Phalani for Guru. Then take small flower, okay, little bit of flower in hand. Even tulsi leaf is also fine. Okay. When you say sweeping motion, from outside towards the God, towards Guru's deity, you should do like this. So every mantra, you should actually do a sweeping motion. Basically, if you look at, these are all prana, apana, vyana, udhana, samana, brahma. So prana yasvaha, om apana yasvaha, yana om yana yasvaha, om udhana yasvaha, om samana yasvaha, om brahmane swaha. Okay. Come down a little bit. Naivedyam nivedayami. Basically, offering. You just touch the feet of Guru with the bhavana. Okay. Then this is again, E is optional. If you have bitter leaves and this, you can offer that. I have some bitter leaves picked from my garden. So I'm going to take one udharni of water and then say Tambhulam samarpayami. Just pour a drop of water on the bitter leaves and offer this. So there is also Pugi Palasamajuktam Nagavalli Taragatmi. There's a mantra also, but it's not there yet. Okay. Now, next is Arati. So this is a very important mantra. This is also, it's got a Vedic significance. So basically, when you're chanting this mantra, you should imagine that you're offering a light, you're offering this, camphor, Arati to God. Basically, you're invoking, this is nothing but you're invoking your Atman. Okay, so imagine that there's a there's a light lit up within yourself. There's a light of intelligence, a light of realization which has come to you. You can close your eyes and do it, but this is a very, very important mantra. I think it's good to by heart this. So while doing this, ring the bell. Before that, where is the Tiputi? So I have kept camphor ready. If you don't have camphor, the other option is if you have a small lamp which you can lift it and do arati also is fine. Some people have on the plate itself they have a provision for arati. They have everything there. You can circumambulate the you can rotate the plate 3 times. You can also do that way. So arati could be anything. It's called Nirajam. Be careful while you're handling fire. Okay, you should stand up. All this while you are sitting and do your option, but especially while offering camphor, you should actually stand up. Take a bell. Right. Ring the bell and say. I'm going to take this away a little bit. The offering is there. Okay. The other thing is after doing Arati, you should share this with your parents, brother, sister, so they all can do like this. So after saying this mantra, I can say Karpura Nirajanam Sandarshayami. That's a mantra. Okay, after that, again, you should offer a little bit of water again. Take a spoonful of water and say Achamaniyam Samarpayami. Right? Next is Mantra Pushpam. Mantra Pushpam, there is a Vedic mantra itself. But you can offer, right now, you can just take a flower. Right? You can just say mantra, which actually this is a physical pushpa, not a mantra pushpa. Mantra pushpam, yopam pushpam veda pushpavan prajavan pashaman bodhi. There's a big Vedic mantra. It runs for 5 minutes, but you can just offer, you can symbolically offer a flower. Mantra pushpam samarpayami. Okay. Then after that, get up, and then you should turn yourself 3 times, right? Basically, circumambulate yourself 3 times using this mantra like this. 3 times.
Clockwise, Virat.
You can get up and say, Yani kani cha papani janmantara krutani cha tani tani vinachyanti pradakshina pade pade. Basically, you're praying that all the sins I committed, all the errors and omissions I have done, please pardon me for that. If you have completed, we can move to the next step. Okay, this is again optional. Many people don't do this. They don't, you can skip it, but I for the sake of completeness, I will chant this mantra. Okay. Tavatatvam na janami idrishosi maheshwara yadrishosi mahadeva tadrishasya namo namah. Basically, your nature and God's nature both are same. That's exactly what you're trying to say here. You can also, after doing pradakshina 3 times, you can also offer namaskaram. You all know what namaskaram? Basically, prostrate in front of your guru. Pradakshina namaskaram samarpayami. You can't see me doing namaskaram, but you all know how to do namaskaram. If you have get up and do one namaskar. Okay. So after this is the last step. Now, while doing this puja, by mistake, you would have, done, maybe chanted wrong mantra, your pronunciation would have been a problem, or you didn't chant the right mantra. There has been some vignama, there's some omission commission which has happened. Basically, you're saying that if I have done my best, I've done my puja to the extent possible, whatever I know. In case I have done any issues, any devoid of any proper mantras, any errors, without my notice, it has come in. Please pardon me for that. Right? You can say mantrahinam kriyahinam bhaktihinam maheshwara yat pujitam maya deva paripurnam tadastu me tadastu te. Okay. Next, you have invited somebody, then you also have to send him off. Okay. So this is a symbolic representation where asmad bimbat avahito Shri Devam yathastanam pratisthapayami. You can say in this on this idol or on this chitrapadam, I have invoked Guru. I'm doing I'm invoking. sorry about it. I'm releasing the deity. Basically you have invoked prana, apana, all this into this chitrapatam and idol. You're releasing that. Okay. So asmad bimbat avahito Sri Devam yathasthanam pratisthapayami. So there's a tradition where when we do this, you move the idol towards the northern side. Okay, basically a small 1 inch move. It's a symbolic representation of releasing the idol. Okay. Then the last step is take 1 uddharni of water in your palms and then chant this mantra called Samarpanam. Kajena vacha manasendriyairva buddhyatmana va prakrute svabhavat karomi yat sakalam parasmai Shri Narayanayeti samarpayami. So this is basically saying I dedicate all the effects of this puja, punyam, what I got from this puja, everything I surrender to Lord Narayana. Basically, even my body, speech, mind, senses, intellect, everything, whatever I am, I'm dedicating everything. I'm surrendering myself to Lord Narayana. Okay, Narayana is more, it could be Narayana, Guru, or Parameshwara, whatever. Right? So this kind of completes the puja. So 16-step process, it completes the puja.
Thank you, Satya Venkatramanji, for the beautiful puja. Now everybody can show their completed pujas. You can turn the camera towards your altar. At one glance, we can see that. Yeah, beautiful. I could see all of you doing the pradakshina, offering incense, arati, chanting mantras. Very nice. Yeah. So now that you know the steps, you can do it. Now the festival time is starting after today. Dakshinayanam, that period has started. So we can look forward to many such pujas. Do them regularly and you will find a very strong connection with Bhagavan. Okay. Now, when Satya Venkatramanji said we invite Bhagavan as a guest, so we have to entertain the guest also. So we do that by chanting, whatever divine songs you chant. So now we're going to chant the Guru Stotram. Okay. So the Guru Stotram, since we are short of time, Lakshmi Mami and I will do it in alternating mode. Okay. In medium speed, and you all listen and let us pray to the Guru to be with us and to bless us with health and pursuit of knowledge and happiness and seva bhava, purity of thought You know, all whatever you want to ask, you ask now. Okay, so let us start the Guru Stotram. Hema, can you display? अखण्डमण्डलाकारं व्याप्तं येन चराचरं तत्पदं दर्शितं येन तस्मै श्रीगुरवे नमः. Sir, you're unmuted now.
Yes, Amma. Ajnanatimirandasya jnananjanashalakaya चक्षुरुन्मीलितं येन तस्मै श्रीगुरवे नमः.
गुरुर्ब्रह्मा गुरुर्विष्णुः गुरुर्देवो महेश्वरः गुरुः साक्षात् परब्रह्म तस्मै श्रीगुरवे नमः.
स्थावरं जङ्गमं व्याप्तं यत्किञ्चित् सचराचरं तत्पदं दर्शितं येन तस्मै श्रीगुरवे नमः.
चिन्मयं व्याप्यत् सर्वं त्रैलोक्यं सचराचरं तत्पदं दर्शितं येन तस्मै श्रीगुरवे नमः.
सर्वश्रुतिशिरोरत्न विराजितपदाम्बुजः वेदान्ताम्बुजसूर्यो यः तस्मै श्रीगुरवे नमः.
चैतन्य शाश्वत शान्तः व्योमातीतो निरञ्जनः बिन्दुनादकलातीतः तस्मै श्रीगुरवे नमः.
ज्ञानशक्तिसमारूढः तत्त्वमाला विभूषितः मुक्तिमुक्तिप्रदाता च तस्मै श्रीगुरवे नमः.
अनेकजन्म सम्प्राप्त कर्मबन्धविदाहिने आत्मज्ञानप्रदानेन तस्मै श्रीगुरवे नमः.
शोषणं भवसिन्धोश्च ज्ञापनं सारसम्पदः गुरोः पादोदकं सम्यक् तस्मै श्रीगुरवे नमः.
न गुरोरधिकं तत्त्वं न गुरोरधिकं तपः तत्त्वज्ञानात् परन्नास्ति तस्मै श्रीगुरवे नमः.
मन्नाथ श्रीजगन्नाथः मद्गुरुः श्रीजगद्गुरुः मदात्मा सर्वभूतात्मा तस्मै श्रीगुरवे नमः.
गुरुरादिरनादिश्च गुरुः परमदैवतं गुरोः परतरन्नास्ति तस्मै श्रीगुरवे नमः.
त्वमेव माता च पिता त्वमेव बन्धुश्च सखा त्वमेव विद्या द्रविणं त्वमेव सर्वं मम देव त्वमेव सर्वं मम देव.
Om Shri Gurubhyo Namaha. Now, in addition to any stotrams, you know, if it is Guru, then Guru stotrams, then we also sing bhajans. No? So today we have Geeta with us, who is going to sing a very beautiful bhajan composed by our beloved Puja Swami Dayananda Saraswati. Geeta, are you ready?
Yes, ma. Yes, ma. Unmute.
I have unmuted. And what is it you're singing? You can introduce.
Yes, I'm singing Bharata Desha Hitaya by Puja Sri Dayananda Saraswati. So, am I audible, Amma?
Yes, perfect.
Okay, Amma. Okay, fine. Yes. Kuru sevam tvam, kuru sevam tvam, kuru sevam tvam, kuru sevam. Kuru sevam tvam, kuru sevam tvam, kuru sevam tvam, kuru sevam. Bharat desha hitaya, Bharat desha hitaya, Bharatati mahamati sevitam, Bharat desha hitaya, Bharatati mahamati sevita, Bharat desha hitaya. Kuru sevam tvam, kuru sevam tvam, kuru sevam tvam, kuru sevam. Hasetu Himachala, Hasetu Himachala, Vanagirijana Samrakshanaya, Vanagirijana Samrakshanaya. संरक्षणाय वनगिरिजन संरक्षणाय कुरु सेवां त्वं कुरु सेवां त्वं कुरु सेवां त्वं कुरु सेवाम् आयुरारोग्य विवर्धनाय धर्म संस्थापनाय आयुरारोग्य विवर्धनाय धर्म संस्थापनाय क्षोभ निवारणाय सुभिक्ष परिप्रापणाय क्षोभ निवारणाय सुभिक्ष परिप्रापणाय दीनजन उद्धारणाय दीनजन उद्धारणाय कुरु सेवां त्वं कुरु सेवां त्वं कुरु सेवां त्वं कुरु सेवां भारत देश हिताय भरतादि महामति सेविता भारत देश हिताय Shri Gurubhyo Namaha.
Beautiful, Geeta. That was
Thanks, Amma. Thanks, Amma.
in your beautiful voice. What a beautiful song in Desh Raga about Desh, Bharat Desha, how we should all be maximum contributing in some way or the other towards the nation, you know. And while Geeta was singing it so beautifully, I was reminded of Mahapariva's song, you know, Maitrim Bhajata. We will sing that another time, and Geeta, I'm sure, knows that song.
Yes, I will learn, Amma. I will learn.
And we will explain the meanings in another session.
Yes, Amma, you have to, please.
Thank you.
Then children will be benefited by that. Yes, Amma, correct.
Now, the last part of today's session is, you know, today is a very important day. I'm sure you all know that. Ashadha Ekadashi, very special Ekadashi, celebrated grandly in Maharashtra and also AP Telangana. And there is a very beautiful story connected with this Ekadashi, which we will hear now from Hema. Oh, we can't hear you once.
Okay.
Start again.
Yes. Namaste, children. So today we are going to learn about the story of a great devotee of Sri Krishna, and that is Kurmadasa. Kurmadasa was a person who was born as a child without limbs. He had no hands and no legs, but he was a great devotee of Lord Vithala. He was in a village which was a few kilometers away from Pandharpur. Pandharpur is famous for Lord Vithala temple. Lord Vithala or Lord Krishna or Lord Vishnu, whatever you call. He could not walk, so he could only crawl on his, on his four stumps. He could only crawl on the road, and that's a way of locomoting. So people used to call him Kurma. That's how his name became Kurmadasa. Kurma is tortoise. Just on the road, just moving along, okay, stretching himself. So he had a lot of devotion. So his mother, what she used to do, she used to take him every day to the temple. She used to carry him and take him there. One day, a great man, a sage, came and started describing the glories of Lord Vithala and talked about Ashada Ekadasi, which is today. So he said a few days later, we are going to have the great celebration, a great puja of Lord Vithala on Ashada Ekadasi. Immediately, Kurmadasa says, I also want to go. The people dissuade him, the villagers. How can you go? It is so far, 100 kilometers away. You can't crawl. He says, no, I will go or I will perish trying, but I will go to my Lord Vithala. I will see him on Ashada Ekadasi day. That is his devotion and sankalpa. So he starts on the road. He goes with a group of pilgrimage going from his village. He starts with them, but obviously he is very, very slow. Others are quite fast. They leave him behind and they start moving at their own pace because they have to reach Pandharpur. However, Kurmadas slowly crawls, his body gets wounded, a very difficult journey for him, but he keeps moving ahead, inch by inch, he goes ahead and continues whatever distance he can do, he should do and rest. One day, a rich merchant came and asked him, where are you going? And you have to go so far, what are you going to do with food? Kurmadasa says, I don't go for food. If someone offers me food, I eat it and I keep going. So this rich merchant says, okay, don't worry. I will be traveling and I will go some distance. I will stop. I will prepare food for you. You are a devotee of Lord Vithala. Serving you will be like serving God itself. I have some business. I will go. I will attend to that in every village. But every day I will keep food ready for you. This way, both the Kurmadasa and the rich traveler continued their path towards Pandharpur. Now, it was almost the end of the journey, but there was still some distance left. This rich man says, Kurmadasa, if I don't go by tomorrow to Pandharpur and to Lord Vithala temple, I will miss out Ashada Ekadasi Puja. Please excuse me and I would like to go. Kurmadas immediately says, no problem. You have done so much for me. All these days you looked after me. Please go and see Lord Vithala. And when you go there, please tell him that there is a cripple by the name Kurma who wants to meet him. Saying that, the rich person left and walked away. But do you know that rich man was none other than Lord Vithala, who was looking after Kurma in this difficult journey. His devotee, he will not leave him like that. No, he looked after and gave him food and water and a place to rest at every stop. Okay. So, but Kurmadasa doesn't know that. He feels he was just a good Samaritan, a good person. And everybody who goes, now he knows I cannot go. One day left, I cannot travel so much. He sits there and everybody who goes, he just tells them, please go and tell Lord Vithala, there is one very ardent devotee waiting for him and please send him my prayers also. He kept telling everybody. Everybody starts going towards the temple. Once they all reach the temple and the grand celebrations are going on, and there are two great saints over there, Namdev and Ganeshwar. They are also, great bhaktas, and they are so great and so jnani and, powerful people. They could talk to Lord Vithala and speak to him and see him, that vision they had. So while the prayer is going on, they suddenly see Lord Vithala is walking away and going out of the temple. And immediately these two jnanis go run. No one else can see. Only these two can see. Others, we don't have Divya Drishti. They are just praying at the statue. But these two, they run and they say, Lord Vithala, where are you going? All your devotees are over here. They're all praying you and you're leaving in the temple and going away. Lord Vithala smiles and says, I have one more devotee who is waiting for me elsewhere. He cannot come to me, so I will go to him. So what does Lord Vithala do? He goes all the way and goes to Kurmadasa and gives him his darshan. Kurmadasa was sitting and crying and immediately opens his eyes and he sees Lord Vithala. Lord Vithala talks to him, gives him moksha and tells him that because of your devotion, this entire area has become so sacred and so divine that here I will establish myself as a statue. And Lord Panduranga's statue is there. One more statue is there. A little distance away from the main temple, where to commemorate Kurmadasa, this place is now called Kurmiya in his remembrance. So God respected his devotee, came to his aid and recognized the devotion of this person and gave him moksha. And also this gives us a big lesson also to learn from Kurmadasa of determination and devotion. Thank you, children. I think today there's no time, Amma, for question answers.
No, we have.
We have? Okay. So just a few questions. So this story was about Kurmadasa, a person who had a handicap, yet he tried to overcome him with his devotion and so much of determination. So just a few questions. This is the temple, Pandharpur temple, which is in which Rukmini and Lord Vithala are present, and people go, world famous temple, people come all over to celebrate Lord Vithala. The Krishna, last year we learned about, last week about Jagannatha, Krishna's Rupa. This is Vithala, another Rupa of Krishna. So quiz time. Who was this rich traveler who helped Kurmadas?
It's the easy one.
Who was he? Who was he actually?
Virat.
Amma, he was none other than Vitala.
Yes. Very good. And why did he come? Why did he come as a rich traveler? Why did he come as a rich traveler?
Okay, Sai can answer.
Ma'am, he came as a rich traveler because he won't know that he was the Lord Vitala.
He wanted to help. Yes, he wanted to help his devotee.
So he disguised as the rich traveler.
Yes. Next question. How did Kurmadas get inspired to go to Pandarpur?
Kushi, you know the answer? No.
Vedanta.
Yeah, Vedant. Yes, Vedant.
Kurmadas was inspired to go to Pandarpur as during Ashada Shukla Ekadashi because they have a lot puja on about Lord Vithala on Ashada Ekadashi.
Yeah, and how did he come to know about this? How did he come to know there's going to be a big puja? Who came and told him? A sage, a great man. A Pandit ji who came to the temple came and told him. Very good. What did we learn from this story, children? Are there any learnings for us to be inspired about?
Anyone else? No?
Virat and Khushi are raising hands.
Yes.
Amma, that I learned from this story that we need to be determination. We shouldn't give up.
Yes, yes, very good. Anybody else?
Anyone else? Okay, Virat. Hanshit next.
I want to answer this. I also have a question, but first let me answer. Amma, we learn from the story that Kurmadas's devotion and determination got a statue established where the rich man left him.
Yes, okay.
And Amma, I also have one question. Technically, every god is also Guru, right? He guides us every single where. So, is it okay, like if we worship any god as a Guru?
We'll come to that. But yes, you're right. And if your family is worshipping one god, you be more attached to that god. Okay, like Krishna or Shiva. And then, but they're all the same. What Krishna will do for you, Shiva will do for me, and Devi will do for Khushi. So they all equally, they will bless their devotees. Okay, you can choose any one, and but better to do a constant puja at your age. Okay, to anyone. Have a favorite Ishtadevata. Okay. Yes, Sai.
Amma, can I answer the question?
Yeah, please.
Amma, for me, it's almost like hard work leads to success.
Almost what?
Ma'am, hard work leads to success.
Yes, yes.
Since Kurmadas did a lot of hard work, Mitala got inspired and he established near him.
Yes.
Yeah. Determination, willpower, hard work, all this, devotion, all this come together, no? Any other questions, Hema?
That's all, Ma. 3 questions.
Questions. Okay. And anybody has a question? Virat, that was a very good question of yours, by the way. One day when you study Vedanta, you will understand more which God to worship. Okay, and also, as Venkatramanji so nicely explained in the Arati, that Arati external flame is in us. No, So the God is also sitting in our hearts. Okay. So supposing you're traveling, you don't have an altar, you don't have your home temple, what will you do? You can still close your eyes and pray to the God in your heart. Okay. And you can also have a bath in the train by chanting that mantra, Gange cha Yamune chaiva Godavari Saraswati. So you just imagine you're having a mental bath. Okay. But only when you are not with your home altar or at a temple. Okay, so let me close and then we will announce. Om Asatoma Satgamaya Tamasoma Jyotirgamaya Mrityorma Amritangamaya Om Shanti 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 Harihi Om Sri Gurubhyo Namaha Harihi Om